Hello hummingbirds, thank you for joining me for yet another video here on HBN channel. On this channel we talk about some of the stories that make the headlines. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell as well so that you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. And I've also placed the links of some of the documentary stories in the description below. So if you have not yet seen those, please check them out. Now, back in 2018, a few days after the year had started, the shocking news came of a double murder which took place in St. Andrew. The victims were Simone Collymore, a 32-year-old mother, wife, and businesswoman, and a taxi driver, Winston Watson, 36-year-old father and husband as well. Soon after, it was found that Simone was a target of the attack and her husband was later taken into custody. Now the trial is underway, so many years later, and Collymore is facing the court. Now Simone's parents took the witness bench, and I'm going to read an article from the Gleaner so you can get some more details regarding what they said in the cross-examination. Collymore wipes tears as father-in-law recalls hearing of murder. And here are the details. Businessman Collymore, who had reportedly threatened that he was going to see his wife's family crumbled, was in tears yesterday as he watched her father crying while recalling the dreadful moment when he heard of her death. Simone Collymore, 32, was reportedly shot 21 times at the gate of her Stanley Terrace, St. Andrew home on January 2, 2018. Taxi driver Winston Watson, 36, who was transporting her at the time, was also killed in the attack. The father-in-law, who described his firstborn as the consummate wife, mother, and businesswoman, battled unsuccessfully to maintain his composure while giving his evidence in chief in the Home Circuit Court, where Collymore and his 3 co-defendants are on trial. The men, including Michael Adams, Dwayne Pink, and Shaquille Edwards, are being tried for 2 counts each of murder and a count of conspiracy. Recalling the day when he heard about his daughter's death, the father said he was home in the afternoon when he returned 2 missed calls from Collymore, who immediately said, "Papa, where are you?" and told him to get to his home urgently. The witness said that he responded by saying, "Brethren, but me no know where you live," before rushing to the murder scene, then later the funeral home, where he saw his daughter's body on a stretcher. However, he said Collymore had only told him that something had happened, and then a police officer came on the phone and told him that his daughter was shot. The father, who at this point broke down in tears, was observed clenching his fist before clutching onto the dock railing for support as he doubled over in pain. A serious-looking Collymore, who appeared to have lost weight over the years and was sporting locks, wiped his eyes at that moment as he watched his father-in-law testifying. Continuing his testimony, the father said that 3 months before Simone's death, he and his wife were away on vacation when another daughter told him about the threat that he would watch the family crumble. The threat, he said, caused a rift in the perfect father-son relationship that he shared with Omar. A month before his daughter's death, the witness said the entire family went to counseling, and during one of the sessions, both he and the counselor, a pastor, asked Collymore to clarify what he meant, but he refused. He also did not deny the threat. Following the sessions, the father said that Collymore later approached him, indicating that he had something to say, but when given the opportunity, he did not apologize. Asked by lead prosecutor Andrea Martin Swaby what their relationship was like then, he said, "The relationship had gotten strained and we weren't speaking much. But before that, he said they had the perfect relationship, which would even see them wearing each other's clothes." The court also heard that the couple had been living with Simone's parents since 2010, but that Collymore had moved out after a rift with Simone's father and his wife. She joined him shortly after. The father also told the court that the couple went on a cruise after he had returned from his vacation in September 2017. He mentioned that while his daughter worked tirelessly in the couple's two businesses, Collymore became wayward, devoting less time to the enterprises while spending time partying and doing other things. Earlier in the trial, his wife, whose distress was also evident and who had also broken down in tears, testified that following her daughter's death, she found 4 life insurance policies in a safe in the couple's office. She said that Simone's insurance, which had Omar and their 2 children as beneficiaries, was valued at $120 million. During cross-examination from Collymore's lawyer, Diane Jobson, the mother said there was also one for her son-in-law and the 2 children, but she did not remember looking at the value of Collymore's policy. The witness also testified that when she learned of her daughter's death, she immediately called Collymore and asked him about 4 times what happened, and he said nothing. Up to this day, he has not said anything to her, the mother said, even though she had shouted at him in anguish, saying, "You mean you take me picnic out of my house and go get her killed?" The mother also testified that it was the parents who had handled the funeral arrangements and that Collymore did not attend the service. However, when asked by Jobson if she was aware that Collymore had been shot and hospitalized 4 days earlier, she said that she had heard it on the news. Under further cross-examination, the mother said the counseling sessions were also to address the issue of infidelity in the couple's marriage, but she could not recall who was the guilty partner, and the trial continues on Thursday. There you have it, murder, infidelity, and greed at play in this one. Please leave a comment below with your thoughts and reactions. And remember to like this video and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you again for joining me for yet another video on HBN channel. Until next time, stay safe and walk good.